How about now? There we go. Man. All right. So, I don't know why there's an echo now. Yeah, there it is. But I got to turn that echo down. Is there still an echo? Yep. Sorry, I'm figuring it out, guys. Default. Check this out. All right. Can you guys still hear me? There's still an echo, though. Okay, well, let's see. Sorry, guys. This is not fun. Can't seem to turn the volume down. Stop that. Oh, well. Well, welcome, guys. Let's see if that echo is too bad. Man, I just can't get it. Yeah, right? This is karma. I see that, right? There's got to be a way to get this echo down. Oh, you know what? I think I can mute this. Let's see. That's what it is. Mute, turn that down. That's what it is. Watch, I wonder if we do that. Cool. Got rid of the echo. I'm a genius. Okay, I just had to learn this new software. There we go. It should stop. Cool. Okay, welcome, guys. So like I was saying, I switched software, streaming software, so that's kind of working out the kinks and the bugs for that right now. Let's move that out of the way and get the sliding going. So welcome. What you guys been up to? How you been? Let's kind of see what's going on here in the chat. So Raymond, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Long time no see. Pat, Michelle, good to see you. How's it happening? We got the full gang here tonight. Spring, I see you guys. Hopefully you guys can all hear me now. Can you guys hear my printer going in the background is the only question. I'm trying to figure out how to, it's literally right here next to me and it's pretty loud. I'm trying to dampen that sound out. So let me know if, yeah, I know, right? Let me know if you guys can hear that printer because I'll pause it if it's too much of a bothersome. But tonight, got a lot of things I kind of want to talk about and kind of go over. I actually really kind of like the way this new software kind of works and stuff. Anyways, where you can find me if you don't know where to find me, if you got any questions or anything, come over, join the free forum. It might even be down right now. So I'm in the process of totally revamping it and kind of doing a couple things over there. So you might be able to log in right now. You might not. It's been dead anyways over there. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when it's back up and going and looking good. But the best place to chat with me is over on Discord. Got a channel over there. We're pretty active over there. Got some good help. People with a lot of different printers over there. So and it's a good time. Good time. Our memes are kind of been on point lately. So anyways, let's get over to what we all came here for. And here we go. Sweet. So what we all kind of came here for tonight is, as you guys saw, my thumbnails on point, right? Thumbnails were on point. This guy right here. So let's just jump right into it. Let me get over here, see this chat. Is there still a sound? So are you guys still hearing a sound in the background? Let me know. Let me know if it comes back again. Like I said, I'll just pause the printer. So anyways, so this is from a multicolor print on my printer. So this came from my first full color print, which I have right here. So I posted a couple of pictures of this up on a couple different forums, but essentially it's the PY2A platform that I custom did for Shooter Lube. And here is kind of a closer picture. It's actually pretty sweet. And then the other side, this is the logo. And so I did this with on the Bambu Labs X1. What we did is we just set it up, painted all the different things. Oh, and what I also want to kind of get into is Rails Down Gang for Life. This one here, you can see a little bit of the white stuff. That's a little bit left of the water-soluble support. That just hasn't come out yet. I didn't soak it long enough or in warm enough water. And so right now is a good test. So my printer's going full speed right now. Can you guys hear it in the background? Let me know in the comments, yay or nay. Because I can hear it through my headphones, so you guys might be able to hear it. So water soluble supports, definitely the way to go. So I have the AMS unit, which allows 4 different types of filament or 4 different colors of filament, or in this case, I used 3 different colors and then 1 support filament, which was the water soluble filament. So I'm a huge fan of this water soluble filament as supports, because what I do is, we'll get into that in a second. This print here took about 20 hours or so, 22 hours or so to, my desk is falling apart now, or so to print, because every time there's a color change on here, it has to go and it does a purge and it does a wipe and it changes its own filament. But anyways, every time you see a different color on a different layer, it has to go and change. So it did a million color changes on here. And every time it does that, it prints out, I'll show you, something like this. So it's really thin and really airy, but as you can see, it changed from one color to another. It changed from red to white or from white to red. And so over the course of the day that it took to print that, this is a bag, a vacuum seal bag that like your filament comes in. And so essentially I just kind of saved everything from the trash and put it in here so I can show you guys. This thing is full. Like it is, I mean, if you want to go to try to push it down. So there's a lot of filament in here. I think it actually wasted more filament on this particular print because it had to change all the time than it actually took for the print. I want to say it was like 300 grams or 400 grams. People in the Discord know. I posted some pictures of it. I was getting made fun of a little bit for it, but hey, that's okay. Let's see my printer. I'll get that up for you guys in a minute. We can kind of see what's printing on it here in just a couple minutes. And I'll actually touch on that here in a second. So yeah, so nonetheless, that was the first printer. Another thing, I'm trying to print right now the DB9 Slim. So it's a Mac platform. And man, I have printed, these are all different iterations of, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have 2 more here that I've tried to print. So initially, when I was trying to print these guys here, you can kind of see, so I'm rails down. So if it's here, do you guys notice anything funny about this? I wish I had a ruler on me, but it started to warp on the edges. It literally was pulling up the sides of my magnetic build plate. And so I threw a like a brim around it. So that seemed to help. I also had to drop the cooling quite a bit because this thing is crazy when it comes to like the fans and stuff. So I completely turned off the auxiliary fan, which is like the extra fan that it can blow on there. And then I dropped the part cooling fan. I think it was set at like 50% or 75%. I dropped it all the way down to 20%. And that seemed to take care of the warping issue. But I'm having another issue right now that I'm trying to figure out. So this was my old sticker on the build plate. So every build plate kind of comes with like a sticker surface that you print on it when it's done. Like it has a lifespan. So essentially you can print for a while on here and then it kind of the coating kind of wears away. So you got to change it. And it's a sticker, super easy to do. So this sticker I actually took on and off and restuck probably 6 or 7 different times. And so you could probably see there are like little bubble gaps. Here, watch. I wonder if we could see the inside. Okay, so here's the back of the sticker, and you can probably see like there's that white dot right there. So that creates an air pocket. It's a piece of dirt or something, and it's stuck to here. So what I've tried to do was save this because I'm cheap and I didn't want to buy more of these, and I don't want to wait for shipping. So I was just like, oh, I'll just pick it up. I'll reseal it, like I'll re-stick it. I use my trusty squeegee here, squeegeed it on, try to get as much air out as possible. And what I thought was happening during this Mac print is, for example, let's see. Okay, so it's sitting on my build plate like this. And then on this side, which is on the side away from the fan, it is just right here. So on the top front, it'd be, if you're holding it, it'd be the top front right corner. Just that lip, it was a short run. It's been giving me trouble on all of these. And so I figured it was because those air bubbles were, the bed wasn't level. And so over time, the tolerance stacking just kind of stacked up and stacked up and stacked up. So I finally gave in, changed that out, and that's why I'm printing a whole new one now. I also completely eliminated the cooling. I think it goes up to max now, 15% if it's a super short run. So I'm testing that out. But let's get back to these supports because I want to tell you how awesome these water soluble supports are. So here was my very first one. It is tan and green, so the green screen's kind of messing it up a little bit. But I do want to show you something. I'm definitely hardcore rails down gang for life. Now, 1A, because it saves a ton of filament, and then at least with this printer, or I'd imagine with any IDEX printer, or it'd probably have to be an IDEX, or yeah, it'd have to be an IDEX or something like this where you can change out filament. But essentially, my rails down print, my internals look better than someone else's rails up print. And so if you've ever, we've looked over multiple different prints on here. You guys know what rails up and rails down looks like on the inside. But just for an example, so right here, that was all covered by support. And so what I do with these water soluble supports, you can see it's still here because I didn't completely take it off. And then you can actually see these other, that's the remainder of the support. But I do a zero interface gap. So it is literally printing on top. The water soluble support is just another layer now, a layer essentially in the print, and it prints right on top of that, because when I go to put it in water, it's going to completely dissolve away. And now I don't have any type of scars left on the print. I don't have any type of marks or anything left over from that. And then another cool thing was with this, sometimes you don't even have to dissolve it in water. This literally just came off while I was taking it off. Like it slid down, and so I was like, huh. So I just peeled it off like this, and you can see in there as well, all around in there, that let's get every like light angle that you can see, but it is flat. It is awesome. And so then here's the water soluble. So here's the support on top. It prints with normal filament. And then so that way, because the water soluble support is a little bit more expensive than regular filament, I have it, like I said, just on that interface layer, which is right here on top. And you can kind of see right there, I use a concentric pattern on the interface layer. That's what they recommend for the water soluble support. And so it's actually stuck right on there, and it just popped right off. And so essentially, I really don't even have to clean this up at all. It maybe take me another couple minutes. So if this wouldn't have warped, then this would have been an awesome frame. But you know, like as you could see, as it was rails down like this, and then you can kind of see it bunched up there, and then you can actually even see like the filament right up here on top, kind of getting all scrunched together. And then you can even more so see it over on that hole right there, becoming an oval hole. So yeah, IDEX would be awesome as well. So there are limitations with this. Sometimes if you're trying to use a different, like a support material or a different material with too much of a temperature range difference, you either have to lie to the printer and trick it and say it's something else, or you can't use it. So like I try to use, Bamboo has their own versions of support. So they have support W and support G, and it's just for different things. So if you're going to print with like carbon fiber nylon, you're going to use one of them. If you're going to print with PLA, you're going to use a different one, or TP, whatever. So I have a lot of support W, I think it is, and it stands for white because it's white support, and it's just breakaway support. And I tried to use that with this filament, and it wouldn't let me print it. So I was like, okay, well, fine, I'm just going to buy some water soluble stuff and I'll try that. So I have, and it worked out flawlessly. I don't think I'll go to the breakaway stuff at all with the way this stuff works. So it works great. And that is my water soluble support. It is super smooth. And I'm telling you guys, I'd never thought that this, like, you would think that was a top layer with ironing on, but even then, it's like, it's better. It's better than a top layer, or better than even the first layer. It's just fantastic. So, let's here. Let me catch up on some of these questions. I've been talking away. I haven't really been paying attention. So let's see. Oh, it's like a foreign film not matching the mouth. How's the sound now? Does the sound better? So hopefully it sounds a little bit better. Yeah, you're right. This is karma because it is kind of coming back to me. Let's see. Who's the new guy? Sorry, I'm just kind of catching up on this. I actually like this because there's less of a lag with this software as well. Hopefully that sound went away. Let's hear about that. No background noise. Cool. So it's canceling out the noise, and you can only hear it when I'm stopped talking. I'll try to keep talking, even though I have a face for radio today. As you can see, I literally just got off work. I work out of my garage. I work from home. So I just transitioned over to my workbench, and I'm here. Okay, so now we could probably take a look. I'll use mouse ears. So I'll show you, like, so I was thinking about using the mouse ears, but I mean, these are pretty much mouse ears. That's the brim that it puts on it. And it's actually like, I mean, it's a pretty decent sized brim, and it's all the way around. So, and this was it was lifting up over here, and then over here, this was the main side that it was actually pulling the build plate up off of, was it was like actually curling it up on my build plate. So yeah, mouse ears, that's also another good one, and that would probably work even better, so that way I don't have to go through with a razor blade and kind of trim the outside corner. I'm trying to find if there's a setting to make where the brim, for prints that use brims, where the brim, like the brim interface layer is what I would call it. There's not a setting for that I found, but there should be, because that'd be awesome if I could put a water soluble, well, maybe that would maybe actually, thinking about it, thinking out loud, these are great brainstorming ideas. Thinking about it out loud, that probably actually wouldn't be good, because then if you used a breakaway support or a support that that wasn't strong, then it would actually defeat the purpose of the brim, which is to hold the print down, because it would break. So scratch that. Let's see. No, my machine is not IDEX. The Bambu Lab is only one single tool head, so it only has one extruder. So it's not IDEX. I believe IDEX actually even stands for Independent Dual Extruder. I think is what IDEX stands for. Sound is right now Gorelight. Oh, I haven't tried Gorelight. I really haven't ventured away from any of the Bambu beds that came with it. I did order, and I do have the high temp bed with the high temp sticker on there. But I actually like printing on the cool sheet. So right now my bed temps, even for like PLA and all these other things, is 30 degrees or 35 degrees. So, and then I also use, so on here they recommend glue stick, not as a sticking agent, but as an agent to help it release, actually, because it sticks too well to the stuff. I use 3D lac. So it's the same as hairspray, a lot more expensive. Never used it before. Wanted to give it a shot. I saw some people do it. I'm actually going to switch over to hairspray probably because it's a lot cheaper. 3D lac was like 20 or 30 bucks for the same can. And I think it's honestly the same stuff, just branded differently. But literally I wipe this down with rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol. I drench it in it, hit it with a paper towel, dry it off, let it finish air drying, get the 3D lac. I'll hold it this way and I'll spray like this. Then I'll flip it this way. And then I'll do one more spray kind of going down. It gets a nice even coat. Let it dry for like 2 seconds. And then I pop it in the printer and it's ready to go. So that's kind of what I do there. Let's see. Can I bring up? Oh, you know what? I'm on a different computer that I don't have. Shoot. I don't have Bambu Labs on this particular printer. I could. Hey, watch this. If you give me a second, I could actually probably get you guys. I can show you what's printing. That actually probably even take a minute. Let's see. We'll still look at some more of these comments. Do you guys have any questions for me? I had some videos and stuff, but I didn't know how this new software was going to work. And as you saw, I had all those bugs kind of going. So I didn't upload any videos or pictures. And plus, I really kind of wanted to just focus on these things that have been happening lately. And yeah, I love the printer, though. Definitely recommend it. I think I kind of covered most of the stuff I wanted to go over. Water soluble supports, though, is definitely where it's at. Yeah. What other question? What questions you guys got? How long have we been streaming for? 25 minutes. Man, I talked for a long time. Also, I sent out all the stuff I sent out on Tuesday from the last stream, I think. So you guys should be getting that. I think I tracked one of the packages that said it would be there Saturday, and then another one will probably be there around there. So everything is shipped out, minus Mr. Bernie. I don't know if you're here or not, but yours hasn't gone out yet. I haven't made it there. Oh yeah, you can hear my machine when it stops. It's pretty loud, and it's all. I mean, I could probably touch it. So right now I'm touching my machine. I guess that's how close it is. I have a 74-foot workbench. It's on one end. My streaming stuff is on the other end. I was literally, like I've showed you guys. I've printed this thing now a million times. I was hoping this frame was going to be done so that way I could show it again today. But yeah, it's not, and I've just been doing nothing but you're getting it to about, what is this, 25 layers in, 30 layers in, and then having to stop it. So yeah. Anyways, you want to see it. I'm trying to figure out how I can get Bambu Lab on here. I wonder if I can even download it really quick. Let's see. So what I like about this new software is that it's online, so it's not locally on my computer, so it's not like dragging down my my computer. So that way the lag is different, and I can actually now run other programs. So I can run. It wants me to sign in now. Except, let's see. I'm on a Mac. I'm downloading it. I don't think it's going to make me restart my computer. It shouldn't, and I'll let you know. I'm downloading it right now, or at least the execution file, and it says it's about 5 seconds until it's done downloading. And then from there, I should be able to just log right on into it, and then from there, I'll be able to show you guys what's on the printer. Is my thought process, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm trying to keep talking so that way it just drowns that sound out for you guys. Excuse me. Fan shroud for what? What are you guys looking for a fan shroud? Oh, I'm way behind on this chat. Move my camera over there. So if you want, it's not a whole lot, but what I probably could actually do is watch this. You're right. I could move my camera over there. That would probably be the easiest. So let's do copy, paste. I do actually have a camera that I can move over there. Oh, hey, so another cool thing is if anybody wants to kind of come on and be like a guest speaker or kind of hang out and chit chat with me. Let's see, X1. If you want to kind of hang out and chit chat or show anything off, oh, now the echo's going to come back because I have a second camera now. I wonder if I can mute it. Anyways, I can send you stuff. Let's see if I can just mute this stupid. There we go. Nope, it's still echo cancellation, noise suppression. All right, well, you can deal with an echo for a minute. Let's get over to show and put that there. All right, I'm trying to get a camera up and going. It's not big enough. Cool. All right. Let's see. So it's on my work. And don't mind the lighting. But essentially, that's where it is. It's closed. Open it up, and we'll reach. That's kind of what it looks like on the inside. The lights on. So it's printing the Mac lower right half there. So, and then it was right here on the outside where that's where it's kind of having some problems, and I can feel it now. It's doing the same thing. I'm gonna have to try that some more. That's fine. All right, let's go to this view. And let's do that. There we go. I got to figure out how to mute a tab like online. I'm not too sure on how to do that. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so yeah, so it's printing, and let me see if I can just download it because I can actually get you a better view. Yeah, I know it does. It does suck. Let's see. Cool. So it's downloading. It should only take a couple more seconds. Copying Bamboo Studio over to applications. And oh, cool. Did it work? It might have already worked. So, man, I'm still trying to. It's also difficult to go from working on a PC at work to now working on a Mac for the streaming stuff. Everything is like when I scroll down on my PC, it goes down, but when I scroll down on my Mac, it goes up. It's backwards for some reason. So I don't know what that's all about. I got to figure that out. And now I got to see here if I can show you guys really quick the printer. But let's see, applications. Yeah, I think it's still. Oh, I can't use this. So my version of Mac is outdated. I'm on a super old Mac, so I can have that better setup next week. Like I said, this was kind of actually just like a rough run for the software. Wasn't sure if it was even going to work. So, anyways, been talking enough, guys. 33 minutes. Let me. Oh, I might actually. How many people we got? We got 4. Let me see if I have. We'll do a giveaway next week. Nick, I think I have a Hoffman Tactical lower parts kit. Not a lower parts kit, but the washers. So these are like the little inserts that you put in his lowers that just help support the pins. They're like pin supports. So I have this, and then it also has the the front takedown stuff. Anyways, I think I have a whole kit of that. So maybe we'll give that away next week. Anyways, you guys got any other questions? I'll give you guys a couple seconds to get anything else down here. I'm thinking about also, because I haven't been consistently streaming like every week. It's really tough right now, especially during the holiday season. And so I haven't been streaming because I built a crazy light show, which I'll take some videos of and show you guys. I'll post up on the forum or in Discord. But I think I'm at least going to do some kind of shorts. Maybe I'll just post a couple of shorts here or there on the YouTube channel because you guys probably seem to get notifications or things like that. So maybe I'll do some shorts or some quick updates. And I haven't had really any time to. I want to try to make a build video, for this frame here with the printed video of it going, and I just haven't had time. So, anyways. I think I'm going to give this software a shot again next time. Yeah, I know. I really wish I could find that issue out, but I'll figure it out. It's got to be something, Yeah. What do you guys think? What could be causing that? Let's think about this out loud. What could be causing this issue? So it's literally happening. Here's a perfect example of what it actually looks like. In the printer. So you can see like up here, this is all smooth. And then if I just go right down here, see how it's all wavy? It's literally, and it's just like right there. And I just don't know what could be causing just, oh, look, you can actually see it pretty good with that light right there. Just on this one, and this stretch right here is shorter than this long stretch. So I thought it had something to do with like how the automatic cooling comes on. That's the only thing that I was thinking was, okay, well, maybe the cooling comes on at shorter distances because it's shorter. Um, and I thought that the cooling was the issue because it was also causing the warping. But I just wonder, and so my infill is also, I'm using aligned rectilinear. So that way, like on the Hoffman lowers, I think he says to use aligned rectilinear, but that way all of the layers on the print are going back and forth this way. Because as you go to, when you go to fire this, that's going to be the most stress. It's going like this. And so if they were going this way, I like side to side, I think that they would actually break easier. Like it's stronger. I believe the whole lower is stronger going that way than the other way. So I'm doing aligned rectilinear. I might switch it up and just see if I do an infill a different way. Because the aligned rectilinear also might not even be straight, but I don't think that that should be causing this issue. I really don't. I'm kind of at a loss right now. I got to kind of go back to the drawing board to figure this out. So yeah, definitely. I'm getting a perfect chance right now to figure this out and how to try this. So maybe I should slow down, but it's not doing that on all of like. So I'll try that. I'll try slowing it down a little bit. Maybe that's the case, but wouldn't it also do that on this side then too? Because this is the exact same side as this. I think the only difference is right now, at least, is the side that's good is facing the auxiliary fan, and the auxiliary fan is only at 10%. I dropped that off because of the warping issue, so it's only at 10%. So this isn't getting any fan. It's only getting the part cooling fan on the extruder as it passes by, and even then, it's only getting it at like 20% max right now. So it's got to be a cooling issue of some sort. Yeah, belts, nuts, no eccentric nuts on this guy here. Belts, I'm pretty sure are super tight. I'll check the belts. I haven't made any adjustments since I got it. I haven't had any problems. Also, this lower here, so before it had the warping issue, it wasn't doing that. It printed, if I compare them layer to layer, it was just fine until it started to warp. And then that's when the layers kind of got squished together. So printing this one out, it didn't do it. And the difference is the filament. But if it was the filament and the cooling, I would think that it also happened to this top part and not just the bottom part. So that could be it. Yeah, speed maybe. So I'm going to have to play with this and troubleshoot it. And once I figure it out, I'm going to go through probably a roll or two of filament. Once I figure it out, though, I'll definitely post up on Discord, let you guys know, you know, what it was, probably with some pictures and a video and some confetti or something. So yeah, you know, if you want to follow me on this journey, just in case I'm not posting every week, hop over to the Discord. I think there's going to be a link down in the description, or there should be, and that link should be a forever link. So it should never expire. You should be able to just copy and paste that in and then go to Discord. And then maybe in 2 weeks or so, I might have the forum up, just depending how much time I have. So yeah, so some different temperatures. I kind of bounced back and forth. So this one, I believe, was 225. And then I did a couple of these also at 225. And then I was like, that's what I thought. I was like, temperature or flow rate, like the flow rate ratio. So I adjusted the temperature up. I turned it up to 230 because on my Prusa, this stuff really liked 230. So I was just figuring like, hey, well, maybe it likes 230. Plus, other people say that the PLA Pro line from Polymaker likes to print a little hot. So yeah, I bumped it up to 230. Like I said, also increased the flow rate from 95 to 98. I then reduced it to 97 and then to 96. And it still happens. Same spot, same exact thing. The only difference I noticed is, so sometimes, let me see if I can probably pick one out. But like on a couple of these, the reason why I increased the flow rate is because I could actually see gaps like in the line. And I think the best one to see that in might be this one here. And I don't even know if the camera will pick it up because it's black. Oh, and the green screen is going to mess it up. But so on this one, that's no, that's the mess one. So on this side over here, you might be able to see like just a couple, man, they're really teeny tiny gaps in between the walls. So what I did was increase the flow rate. That got rid of that problem. Everything was smushed tight. It was nice. It was good to go. And that solved that, but it didn't. And that also had no effect on the other issue. So the other issue we had, the same issue where the sides getting all rough and messed up, that didn't, the flow rate ratio didn't affect that side at all. So good one. But yeah, temperatures could definitely have been it. I'm still going to kind of play around with some of the temperatures. Man, any wet spot in the filament? Again, so I thought I might even take this out and dry the filament overnight and stop the sprint because it's going to do the same thing. But my basis of thinking would be if it was a wet filament, that it would also be doing that on the other stretches of the print too. So it's literally only happening right here on this side. And my general thought would be if it was wet, I would actually be having probably stringing issues, which I'm not getting any stringing issues. And that I would also probably see it somewhere along these other lines, these other straight lines that are with it, or even to compare it. So this is the front over here and this is the back. It's only happening here. And then there's a gap here. So there's a break. And then it's about the same size right here. And it's not happening over here on the back. And yeah, it's not happening on that back either. So it's super weird. I wonder if it's even the file. Like it might even just be the file, because I dropped the file into 360. So like I said, this was the DB9, but I dropped it into 360 and I wanted to take off all the logos. I initially was going to put on my logo on there, but then I was like, no, I don't want to deal with all the layer changes and all that right now. Anyways, a whole nother thing. So I extruded out the DB9 logo and all of the settings and stuff, but that was on the back side. That had nothing to do with the front side. But maybe when I resliced it out of, or when I exported it out of Fusion 360, maybe some of the triangles over here, I don't know, just messed up or something. But yeah, that's a good thing to check. Is a wet filament is one of the very first things I always look for, because that's one of the most common ones is the wet filament. So I'm thinking too logically about it not being on both sides. I very well could be. The printer god doesn't care what should happen. Yeah, you're right. you're definitely right on that one. Have I tried different positions placing it on the bed? No. So that is going to be probably my next thing, is I'm going to change it on the bed. So that was going to be my last thing. I really didn't want to do that because the way the camera angle is, and I'd have to show you, but the way the camera is for the, I think too much angles, right? But the way the camera is it's taking a good time lapse right now of it kind of coming down to where if I do it pointed at it, you'd get to see the time lapse of it from like this angle here. And so you wouldn't get to see it from the side and the actual print kind of growing. So you'd be looking straight on. So, but I do think that these were actually printed on that other angle. Thinking about it, they were on that angle and they worked fine. So that's probably going to be my next thing, is I'm going to turn it and see if that works. That is probably going to be what works right there. So I was trying to avoid that, but it's probably going to come down to that. So yeah, oh man, the life of a freaking 3D printer. So, but you know what? I don't think it's the printer's fault at all. I think it's user error, and I'm trying to remove my mindset of like all of the settings from I'm even thinking like Bed Slinger versus Core XY. So this is my very first Core XY printer. So along with that, the way it prints, I think, is different. So I think it brings its own problems with it. A lot of people are like, oh, it's just noisier because it goes faster. But I think that it could also bring its own separate set of problems. But the printer is working fantastically. I haven't had any problems with it. So yeah, I think it's user error. And I'm probably going to be pretty embarrassed when I figure out what it is that I had to go through this many iterations. But it's like you kind of got to have that checklist of things to check. Like you said, wet filament, speed, temperature, cooling. I really thought it was cooling because of the warping, but I think I solved the warping. I think there were probably multiple problems going on, and I solved one. Sometimes when you solve one, though, it makes another one a lot worse. So yeah, back to square one. I'm gonna probably change the angle, and I wish it didn't have to go diagonal. I wish it could just go straight. So it just go like this essentially. That would be awesome. But this thing is too big or too long for the bed, especially with the brim on it. And I don't want to take the brim off because of the warping issue. Although that was solved by the cooling. It has to be at an angle. So I'll change the angle and see what happens there. Hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, 3D printing still beats melting down aluminum cans and pouring. Yep, yeah, that it does. Although, have you seen? I think they now have. I did see some cool videos that I was going to try to upload in here. Was I saw a glass 3D printer, or it was like a tool head that printed glass, like molten glass. That was pretty sweet. That I was going to upload. I might have posted that in Discord. I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff recently about like metal 3D printers and all of that type of stuff. And yeah, so we'll have to see about that. And oh, you taking off? All right, well, have a good one. Yeah, this is going a lot longer than I thought. We're at 46 minutes. I'm not going to hold up your guys' night any longer. You guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I hope to be back next week. We'll see on the schedule. I'll let you guys know in Discord. Look out for that killer thumbnail. I'm getting on that thumbnail, gang. So I hope you guys have a great night, a great weekend. And yeah, I will. Yeah, those metal. Yeah, you'll have to post them, dude. Post them in Discord, and I'll check them out too. I'll post them over there as well. Anyways, I got to get out of here too. So I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. And I don't even have an outro. So we will watch the. I'm just going to end the broadcast. I was going to play the intro again, but that's one thing that I didn't have time to do is create an outro. So anyways, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll catch you guys on Discord and all of that. Good night, guys. And we will have a giveaway next week or the next time I stream. I don't know if it'll be next week, but we will do a giveaway of some sort, something. So anyways, have a great night, guys. See ya.